Good afternoon, students. So today's our topic of video demonstration is thyroid gland. Okay. So first of all, I will make you familiar with the position of the thyroid gland. Okay. So this is the face and this is our neck, right? So here were stap muscles. स्टैप मसल्स में अपनी कौन कौन सी मसल्स आती हैं? स्टर्नोथायराइड, थायरोहाइड, स्टर्नोहॉइड. ठीक है. दे वर कवरिंग द thyroid gland. Here they were covering the thyroid gland, and to expose the thyroid gland we have cut that muscles. Okay. So and this is our hyoid bone. Okay. So thyroid gland, it is an endocrine gland and it regulates the basal metabolic rate, our somatic and psychic growth. Oh. Now next comes, it is the only gland in the body which uses the natural iodine for the synthesis of hormones. Second thing, it is located in the front of the neck and in the lower part of the front of the neck, and it is superficial. So it can be examined carefully. Now let us come to the parts of the thyroid gland. You can see here, these are two lobes of the thyroid gland. This is your right lobe of the thyroid gland and this is your left lobe of the thyroid gland. And second thing is, there is an isthmus which connects the lower parts of the two lobes. It is connecting the lower parts of the two lobes. Sometimes there is a pyramidal lobe which extends from the upper part of isthmus or from the two lobes. There can be a pyramidal lobe which extends upwards from the isthmus or from the two lobes. And you can see this fibrous or fibromuscular band. This is a fibrous or fibromuscular band. It extends from the pyramidal lobe to the hyoid bone. You can see here, it is extending till the hyoid bone. This fibromuscular band, it is known as levator glanduli thyroidi. Okay. Now what is the extent of the thyroid gland? It extends from the C5, fifth cervical vertebra, to thoracic first vertebra. Fifth cervical vertebra to first thoracic vertebra. Now each lobe, this lobe, it extends from the middle of this is your thyroid cartilage. I can feel here, you can also see this is thyroid prominence, which is also known as Adam's apple. Now this lobe, it extends from the middle of the thyroid cartilage. Superiorly it extends from the middle of the thyroid cartilage till the fourth or fifth tracheal ring. You can see this is trachea, right? So it extends till the fourth or fifth tracheal ring. Now the isthmus of the thyroid gland, it overlies the second to fourth tracheal ring. If I lift up this isthmus from here, behind the isthmus there will be second to fourth tracheal ring. Now let us come to the capsules of the thyroid gland. There are two capsules of the thyroid gland. First one is your false capsule, second one is your true capsule. False capsule, it is a condensation of the pre-tracheal layer, which is a modification of the deep cervical layer, and we all know it is thick at the posterior borders and it is thin interiorly. It is thin medially and it forms suspensory ligaments or Barry ligaments which connect the thyroid gland to the cricoid cartilage. Now the second capsule, true capsule. Now the true capsule, it is a condensation of the connective tissue of the thyroid gland. And the venous plexus of the thyroid gland, it lies beneath the true capsule. You can see this is the true capsule of the thyroid gland, and the venous plexus, it is lying deep to the true capsule. So during thyroidectomy, I have to remove the thyroid gland along with the true capsule because to prevent hemorrhage. We can compare thyroid gland with the prostate gland. In the prostate gland, the venous plexus, it lies between the true capsule and the false capsule. So during prostatectomy, we remove the prostate gland and we leave the both capsules in the body, right? So, but in the thyroidectomy, we remove the thyroid gland along with its true capsule. Now, let me come to the parts of the thyroid gland. As we know, this is left lobe and this is right lobe. Each lobe is conical in shape. It has an apex. You can see this is the apex of the thyroid gland. This is the base of the thyroid gland, right? And it has three surfaces. Each lobe has three surfaces. This is your superficial surface or lateral surface. This is your superficial or lateral surface. This is your posterior surface, right? And here is your medial surface. This is your medial surface, which is facing towards the larynx, right? Now, this is your anterior border. And this is your posterior border. I think so you can appreciate it very well. This is your posterior border and this is your anterior border. Now let me come to relations of these surfaces and borders. First of all, this superficial surface, it is covered by muscles. It will be covered by sternocleidomastoid. As we all know, its origin is from sternum and clavicle and it runs till the mastoid process. So it is covered by sternocleidomastoid, superior belly of omohyoid and sternothyroid and sternohyoid. Now let me come to the posterior surface. This is your posterior surface. This posterior surface, it overlies the carotid sheath. You can see these are the contents of the carotid sheath. So it is overlying the carotid sheath. Medially, this is the medial surface of the gland. Medially, it is related to two tubes, two nerves and two muscles. Two tubes कौन सी हैं? First one is your trachea, second one is your esophagus. ये तुम्हारा लैरिंग्स है. लैरिंग्स की डाउनवर्ड कॉन्टिन्यूएशन इज ट्रेकिया, राइट? ट्रेकिया के जस्ट पीछे तुम्हारा ईसोफेगस होता है, ठीक है? लैरिंग्स की डाउनवर्ड कॉन्टिन्यूएशन इज ट्रेकिया, फेरिक्स की डाउनवर्ड कॉन्टिन्यूएशन इज ईसोफेगस, राइट? उसके बाद द टू नर्व्स आर external laryngeal nerve and recurrent laryngeal nerve. These are the branches of the vagus nerve. And the two muscles which are related to the medial surface, one is your cricothyroid muscle and second is your inferior constrictor of pharynx. You will come familiar to these muscles as we go forward in your head and neck, right? Now let me come to the relations at the anterior border and at the posterior border. Now I am showing you relations of the borders at the left lobe of the thyroid gland. So we all know this is your common carotid artery. It is dividing into external carotid and internal carotid. External carotid की सबसे पहली branch is your superior thyroid artery, ठीक है? This is the first branch of the external carotid artery, superior thyroid artery. Superior thyroid artery comes downwards and forwards towards the thyroid gland. It pierces the fascia of the thyroid gland and at the apex of the thyroid gland, it divides into anterior branch. You can see this is the anterior branch of the superior thyroid artery and it divides into the posterior branch. This is the posterior branch, okay? So at the apex of the you can see the anterior branch, it runs along the anterior border of the thyroid gland. It is running along the anterior border of the thyroid gland and it continues till the isthmus. It is continuing with till the isthmus. So at the isthmus, the anterior branch of left side is going to anastomose with the anterior branch of the right side. So here will be the anastomosis of the anterior branches of superior thyroid artery. Now the posterior branch, this is the posterior branch, it runs along the posterior border of the thyroid gland and it anastomoses with the inferior thyroid artery. It anastomoses with the ascending branch of the inferior thyroid artery. I will show you that later on. Now the superior thyroid artery in its course, during its course, it is accompanied by external laryngeal nerve. Here is your external laryngeal nerve. Superior thyroid artery, it is accompanied by external laryngeal nerve. But at the apex of the thyroid gland, the external laryngeal nerve runs medially. It deviates from the artery and it runs medially. Now let us come towards the inferior thyroid artery. This is the inferior thyroid artery. Inferior thyroid artery, it is a branch of the thyrocervical trunk, and the thyrocervical trunk is further a branch of subclavian artery. Inferior thyroid artery, it gives 4 to 5 branches to the thyroid gland, and then it gives the ascending branch to the, here is your ascending branch. It runs at the posterior border of the thyroid gland. It anastomoses with the posterior branch of the superior thyroid artery. Now at the posterior border, there is anastomosis, and second thing, at the posterior border there can be parathyroid glands. There are parathyroid glands. There can be not. There are parathyroid glands, right? And there can also be thoracic duct on the left side, and there is thoracic duct on the left side. This is the isthmus of the thyroid gland. It is connecting the lower parts of the two lobes. Anteriorly, it is covered by sternothyroid and sternohyoid and fascia and skin, right? And the anterior jugular vein is also lying superficial to the isthmus. Posteriorly, it is related to the second and fourth tracheal ring, okay? But now at the upper border, I told you about the anterior and posterior surface of the isthmus. Now let us come to the upper border. At the upper border, there lies anastomosis between the anterior branches of the superior thyroid arteries, and at the lower border there emerges veins. ठीक है, lower border से veins emerge करती हैं. ठीक है. Now let us come to the blood supply of the thyroid gland. I have told you it is supplied by the superior thyroid artery. Second blood supply comes from the inferior thyroid artery. This is your inferior thyroid artery. Now see, this is a recurrent laryngeal nerve. This is the recurrent laryngeal nerve. It runs between the groove between trachea and esophagus. You can see this is your trachea and behind is your esophagus. So it was running in the groove between the trachea and esophagus. And the recurrent laryngeal nerve, पहले क्या होता है कि जो ये inferior thyroid artery है, ठीक है, recurrent laryngeal nerve उससे दूर होती है. But as it comes near the gland, it approaches the inferior thyroid artery. So what is the clinical anatomy behind all this? During thyrectomy, ठीक है, जब हम thyrectomy करते हैं तो क्या होता है कि जो superior thyroid artery होती है, हमें उसे gland के जितनी पास हम उसको लाइगेट कर सकते हैं ग्लैंड के, उतनी पास हम उसे लाइगेट करते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि सुपीरियरली it is present close to the external laryngeal nerve. So to avoid paralysis of the external laryngeal nerve, we ligate the superior thyroid artery as close to the gland, right? Because near the gland, the external laryngeal nerve, it deviates towards medially. And the recurrent laryngeal nerve, ठीक है, ये inferior thyroid artery को approach करती है gland के पास जाते वक्त. So the inferior thyroid artery is ligated away from the gland during thyrectomy. समझ आ गई ये चीज कि superior thyroid artery को gland के पास ligate करना है और inferior thyroid artery को gland से away ligate करना है. ठीक है. Now the third arterial supply, it comes from the thyroidea emia artery. it is sometimes present, ठीक है. It is a branch of brachiocephalic trunk or it may arise from the arc of aorta. Fourth, arterial supply is by accessory thyroid artery, which are branches of your esophageal or esophageal branches. Okay. उसके बाद आती है तुम्हारी venous drainage. Superior thyroid vein होती है. It emerges from the apex of the gland. It emerges from the apex of the gland and it runs with the superior thyroid artery. It accompanies the superior thyroid artery and it drains into internal jugular vein. Then comes your middle thyroid vein. जो middle thyroid vein होती है, it emerges from the middle of the thyroid gland. It emerges from the middle of the thyroid gland. और जो lower thyroid veins होती हैं, it emerges from the lower border of the thyroid gland. Now come the lymphatic drainage of the thyroid gland. The upper part of the thyroid gland, it drains into upper deep cervical lymph nodes via prelaryngeal nodes. It means it can directly drain into upper deep cervical lymph nodes or it may drain into prelaryngeal lymph nodes first and then they drain into upper deep cervical lymph nodes. The lower part of the thyroid gland, it drains into the lower deep cervical lymph nodes via pretracheal or paratracheal lymph nodes. You can see this is a lymph node. It was present lateral to trachea. So this is a part of paratracheal lymph node. Okay. So this was all about the thyroid gland.